Alrighty, so this came up in my recommendations, and since Danganronpa 2x2 is coming out in 2026, very excited for that. Hopefully it's in the first half. I can't wait for it. Hopefully I'll be done with the 100 line before then. But anyway, I saw this and I thought, let's give it a shot. The dumbest culprit in every Danganronpa game. Now, as someone who's played every Danganronpa game, they're all good. They're all good games, even Ultra Despair Girls. I mean, the only one that I didn't really enjoy was the Danganronpa S, the island one that came with Decadence, but yeah, that's about it. I know people have a stigma against Ultra Despair Girls, which I'm like, why? This game has it has messed up story elements, like because apparently some people are too sensitive, but all right, I won't piss off the fandom anymore. Let's get into it.
Don't
Or
let the
maybe I
title of
will.
this
Who
video
knows?
confuse you. The Danganronpa series has some really
Oh, who was this from again? I've completely missed the name, my bad. Plushroom Kingdom, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. I haven't heard of this guy, but he seems pretty cool.
Don't let the title of this video confuse you. The Danganronpa series has some really complex murders and schemes. Every case in
Yeah.
every chapter of this series goes super in-depth into what actually happens in a murder case. And for each murder case in the series, there's always at least one culprit behind it all.
Uh-huh.
Or two, I guess. However, if you take into consideration the rules of each killing game and the class trial system
It was this guy. No, it was him. No, this evidence points to this guy.
that Danganronpa introduces, you'll get a lot of culprits in the series that don't really have as much of a fleshed out plan as the others do. Some of these characters miss some evidence, some of them fold under pressure, and then some of them are kind of just dumbasses. But I'm not here to say any of these characters are bad or horribly written, or even that these characters take away from the overall experience of the games. I'm just here to poke fun at some characters and be super critical of what their murder plans actually were, and to determine which culprit in every Danganronpa game was overall just not the smartest. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, support the channel. You're not gonna do it anyway. Let's just get on with the video. Danganronpa 1
I'll support your channel. I will judge you based on your takes.
Trigger Happy Havoc. I feel like it's fair for me to say that this game definitely has the least impressive murder plans. And I get it, this is the first time the audience is thrown into the killing game situation, but I can't mention dumbest Danganronpa culprits with
Okay, yeah, that's understandable. Like, I can't really blame the first game since it literally is the first game. It's like the stepping stones for like what they should do.
without mentioning Leon Kawada and Mondo Awada. And Celeste too, all three of them. I'm gonna talk about Mondo's plan first
Damn,
and
all
pretty
three?
much
I mean, that kind of makes sense, honestly.
everything that went wrong with it. Oh, but don't worry, Leon and Celeste, we'll get to you later. So Mondo got a little angry when he was with Chihiro, and he cracked under the pressure. He took up the nearest heavy object next to him and whacked him right in the cranium. But hey, it's okay, at least he committed his murder in a private setting. It would be a shame if someone witnessed the entire thing. This f***head killed someone right in front of a witness who just so happens to be the smartest character in the game. Nigga, you had one job. Mondo's
He didn't kill him. All right, like maybe I'm misremembering, but I don't think that's what happened because I think we came up with or we figure out that Byakuya actually found the body. He didn't kill him in front of Byakuya. He just found the body and decided, let's spice things up. Let's hang this body and completely derail the the, the, the investigation. Let's do that.
still did a good job of switching the change rooms and stuff. I know he wasn't really doing that to protect himself, but at least at the very least he did it. Like, I'll give him that. But when Mondo's in the class trial, he literally snitches on himself and
Yeah,
reveals a
that was
detail
dumb.
that was not supposed to be revealed. Something only
Now that I'm thinking about it, that was dumb. Like I get it. It was just like in the moment, but still.
only the killer could have actually known, because only the killer met up with Chihiro to work out in the change room. It doesn't help that Mondo killed his victim, left the crime scene, and let someone else come in the change room for them to tamper with everything and create a completely different crime scene. Meaning essentially, Mondo, the culprit, was being finessed from the get-go. And then there's Leon,
Yeah.
who, let's cut him some slack. I mean, he was the first one to make this mistake. It doesn't mean Leon's plan wasn't incredibly flawed, however. My main problem just has to do with the amount of evidence this guy left behind. Like, Leon, she wrote your
Yeah.
name on the friggin' wall, Leon. Come on, Leon. That's usually the first piece of evidence that comes to mind for everyone when thinking about why this case was so easy. But Leon was pretty careless with the incinerator too, which was a step that he took to erase evidence. The burnt piece of Leon's shirt that was found near the incinerator during the investigation wasn't doing him any favors either. You know what would have done my boy Leon some good favors? If he got a completely new outfit at intotheam.com. I got another
Oh.
sponsor! Into the Am offers
Oh,
a diverse
okay.
range of clothing options for men that go beyond graphic design. I was able to pick some products to showcase in this segment of the video, and I really love this t-shirt and jacket. The quality is absolutely amazing, and I love the designs they use for their graphic tees. With the holidays coming up, I would highly recommend taking a look at what they have. And not to brag, I can make that easier for you guys if you use my code, intotheam.com/plusher. With this code, you'll get 10% off any product on the website. You'd also be supporting the channel and supporting yourself too with some good clothing.
See, even my girlfriend's rocking with my new jacket.
The link will be in the description and the pinned comment, so go ahead and check it out right now. That's intotheam.com/plushroom. All caps. Do it now. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I low-key feel like I could cut Leon some more slack, though. He was definitely in a more panicked state and had to improvise a lot of what he done. The incident with him and Sayaka also occurred before they even learned about the class trial system. But there's another character in this game who knew the class
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Damn. And I went through that game multiple times and even did a let's play on it.
trial system actually very well and already experienced it twice. In fact, she had the actual privilege of learning from the other two culprits in order to distinguish her own plan. So you would think Celestia Ludenberg, the ultimate gambler, would have just the slightest bit more efficient plan compared to everyone else. And yeah, in a way she kind of did. But it was still dumb. Why the f does Celeste try to pin the crime on Yasuhiro? I get he's like the dumbest character in the game and could be easily manipulated, but that creates a problem within itself because he doesn't have the brain power to do something like that. Look, I'm not gonna completely discredit Celeste here. Her murder plan was actually really complex, and her manipulating Hifumi in order to kill Taka, creating much more confusion in the case, was a pretty good move in my opinion. But at the same time, Celeste just didn't really need to be doing all this, especially as someone who can't act for shit and ran around the halls with everyone who should suspect her in a time frame that could mess up so easily. I'm not saying Celeste is an idiot or anything, but honestly, the first three culprits of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc just should all get a mention in this video. I just feel like the culprits in the other games definitely stepped up their game in terms of like well thought out murder plans in a situation like this. But out of Leon, Mondo, and Celeste, I low-key gotta give it to Mondo, bro. He wasn't really good. So Mondo's my pick for Trigger Happy Havoc. But what about Danganronpa 2? Honestly, for this video in particular,
I'm guessing it's gonna be Sumiki, or not Sumiki, Mikan. Well, I think that's her last name.
this is the hardest game to pick a dumb culprit for, so I'm definitely going to be a bit more nitpicky here, but for this game and V3, I'm not going to talk about as much culprits. For Danganronpa 2 in particular, I was very torn between Teru Teru and Mikan, but since Mikan's case low-key doesn't make any logical sense in the game whatsoever, I think I'd just like to take a look at Teru.
But the motive, though, the despair disease. What? People not really get that? It changes their personality, so
Teru and how he
Mikan just got unlucky and got the remembering like disease or like something like that.
handled his situation. I'm gonna keep it a buck. When first playing Danganronpa 2, I didn't really suspect Teru Teru for killing Byakuya that much. I was a dumbass. I didn't really pay attention to stuff, okay? Like every other culprit, Teru Teru made his mistakes during his plan, and it doesn't really help that he didn't even successfully kill the person that he was going for. Teru Teru only seemed to have done this when he found out about Nagito's plan, and while Teru Teru did have other motives in mind, this is what specifically got him to act out of panic and kind of improvise a lot of his plan. Low-key, out of all the characters I'm going to mention in this video, I feel like Teru Teru kind of had the smartest ideas, especially for someone who's arranging the first murder in their game. But the fact that he unknowingly killed someone else instead of Nagito kind of puts him on the dumbass list, I can't lie. But I definitely like to hear y'all's thoughts in the comments below, because I'm basically going off of memory and very limited research. Before we move on, I also just want to encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel and support the channel. Just you guys watching this video means the absolute world. It's awesome that you guys give me your time to watch these videos that I put out. But if you like the content I put up or just find it generally interesting, then feel free to subscribe or leave a like on any of my videos. I also obviously have a Discord server with plenty of fans of the channel. You'll find me really active in there, just casually talking to everyone, and all kinds of other cool people I've had the pleasure of meeting as well. So now we move on to Danganronpa V3. There are a number of
Let me guess, Korekio?
things you could nitpick about the first four culprits in Danganronpa V3. But for this segment, I don't even think I need to nitpick Kaede, Kirumi, or even Gonta. Korekio might be the dumbest culprit of all time. Okay, maybe not of all time.
Now that I'm thinking more clearly, definitely Korekio. And I thought the I didn't think the chapter was bad. Like, I just think Korekio made a lot of. It was pretty obvious that it was Korekio.
That still low-key might be Mondo. I can't even decide properly. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Korekio had some smart ideas to protect his name. I mean, like, the locked room mystery was... I didn't see that coming. It's so simple, but also
Yeah.
very well thought out. But honestly, it's like, here's the crazy part. This nigga didn't have to kill 2 people. Why did Korekio kill
Yeah,
2
that was
people?
that was so stupid. I mean, I think maybe they didn't just have much for Tenko. Like, I think it would have been cool for Tenko to get more character development, or they were gonna kill her off to give Himiko more character development. But I don't know. It's the same thing with like oh man, Hiyoko from Danganronpa 2. She was just getting character development, and then she gets killed off. Like, damn man, damn, that sucks. I hope she lives in the alternate in the alternate story.
There was genuinely no reason for him to do this.
No, Plushroom, he wanted to get more friends for his sister.
Shut the hell up. This is the greed they were talking about in the Bible. You could have killed either Angie or Tenko and be left off in a way better position. Preferably just Angie, because Tenko's murder was so damn obvious. It's really weird
Yeah.
because out of all the culprits, Korekio has the most selfish motive. Yet the nigga's acting like he doesn't even want to win the trial. Korekio killing Angie wasn't a part of the plan, yet he still followed through with murdering Tenko. Why? You could have just killed Angie and left it at that, but nah, this nigga decides to kill Tenko too and leave more evidence that points towards him. And then
To be fair, he is a criminal, so uh, this may be a bit nitpicky, but he is let's just say messed up in the head. So maybe he's a perfectionist in that way and he has to do it. But still, it's like I don't know.
Kuma introduces the rule that says only the first murder is the one that really counts. So when the group finds out that
I thought that would have been an interesting idea, like 2 different victims, but 2 different killers at once. Like, let's say Angie's was just someone else who killed her, but Korekio killed Tenko, Tenko, and you could only execute the culprit for the first killer. So that would have been interesting. Like the next chapters, you are stuck with the killer basically, and who knows, in the trial it would have been a different killer, and you have to the killer from the last trial you have helps you out, and I don't know. I think that would have been a really cool idea. I kind of hope they implement that for Danganronpa 2x2. I kind of doubt it, but I kind of hope they do.
Korekio is the one responsible for Tenko's murder, the idea is pushed that he's not going to be the real black end of this case. So once everyone comes to the assumption that he was the one responsible for Tenko's murder, Korekio just confesses to killing Tenko in the middle of the trial, knowing damn well he killed Angie too. We just might not actually beat that ass right now. Cause what do you mean he's confessing to killing Tenko? You don't need to do that, bro. Not long after, they figure out that he killed Angie too, and it's bye-bye Korekio. I don't care that Korekio was only killing for the purpose of his motive and his sister. I really could not give less of a f. At the end of the day, he was still trying to get away with his murders. But there were so many other ways he could have executed his plan in like a more efficient way. Look, guys, I'm not encouraging murder. I'm not. This isn't a video where I'm teaching you how to get away with murder. But if you are gonna murder someone, don't do it like this guy. It all comes down to the fact that Korekio just did not need to kill 2 people. It's the reason why he got busted in the first place, and out of all the chapter 3 culprits, he had the worst way of doing a double murder. So my final answers for this video
the motive isn't really bad. Like I honestly think the like it's honestly dark for hold on. Let me get the name right. Let me get the name right. I'm about to say Uchikose. I believe that's how you say it. Let me see really quick. Okay, so I think I got the author of the creator of the 999 games and then grew up and mixed up Kodaka's writing. I think a lot of people kind of hate this. They kind of hate the messed up parts of like Danganronpa, like oh, hold on, something came up. Okay, there we go. But I think a lot of people hate like the messed up like story parts of Danganronpa, like this Korekio being in a that type of relationship with the sister, but also in Ultra Despair Girls, like you have I believe his name is Haiji. Like, he's basically the guy that likes he likes them very young. But when you have a series that has murder, cannibalism, neck uh what's the term doing the deed with dead people, what's it called? It's called necrophilia. That's it, necrophilia. Like you should expect at some point that these dark subjects are coming in. A lot of people don't really like it, but honestly, like I think it's really cool that Kadaka is like exploring these ideas. And if some people are inspired to do that in real life, that's on them. That's not on the medium. Like I don't know, this is going into a weird tangent, but I think some people should just separate fiction from reality. Like if you get influence on fiction, then that's on you. Like honestly, yeah, there's something wrong with your brain. Like just be a normal person, do your normal duties in real life and enjoy the medium you want to enjoy.
Trigger Happy Havoc, I'm gonna go ahead and say Mondo, but I talked about all
Understandable.
three of them because I figured most people would pick either one. For Danganronpa 2, I'm honestly probably just gonna say Teru Teru. And for V3, there's low-key little to no contest, that's correct, yo. That's pretty much all I've got for this
No,
video.
yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching and staying tuned. If you want to see more Danganronpa videos of mine, be sure to check out my Danganronpa Plush series and some more of my commentary videos. Also,
Plush
be sure to
series.
check out the sponsor
I'm gonna
for
have to
today's
try it
video.
since
My Into the Am
I'm
link will
liking
be
this
in the
guy already.
description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Nah, thank you for correcting creating the video, man, because that was honestly pretty good. Go give Plush Room Kingdom some love. Give him some love, man. But honestly, when I saw this title, like honestly, when I saw the title and thumbnail, I thought it was gonna be just stereotypical. Oh, I hate this because of I hate this. But no, like he went into detail of like which which dumb culprit happened in each game. And honestly, I might react to some more of his videos if he's okay with that. But let's find some comments. Let's find some comments. I'm still so mad that the writers set up a cool potential plotline with Korekio and then fumbled it. It would have been awesome if he turned out to not have been the one who killed Angie and just took advantage of the perk to kill Tenko in the heat of the moment. It would have been so interesting to have everyone live with someone they know for a fact has already killed someone. Oh, but it technically doesn't count. Yeah, that would have been really cool. That would have been really cool. And I kind of wish that kind of happened. Like, imagine if that killer like stayed up, was like one of the survivors at the very end, and like had a key part in saving the cast in the final trial or something like that. Like, I don't know, not really redeeming them, but being like, hey, I want to live too. But that would have been cool. I hope they do that in 2x2. I really do. I really hope. But honestly, I'm not expecting it. The character dynamics would have been absolutely fantastic after that. It would have been also a cool subversion of the Chapter 3 double murder trope they do, where it's two killers instead of one. But no, they went for the for the most boring and lazy option. Yeah, honestly, like who knows? Maybe in the good timeline that actually happened. It's kind of funny good timeline getting to survive with the guy that killed your friend. But honestly, glad you gave Leon the pass. Poor guy had no idea he would even have to get away with murder. Monokuma didn't reveal that little bit of info until after the murder. Yeah, that would have been like shocking. Honestly, you've already done something heinous. You killed someone. Well, granted, they were gonna kill you, but you still killed them in the heat of the moment. But as far as Leon knew, he just had to off one person and he would have been golden. Yeah, no clue he had to get away with it with this. Whoa. Sorry for the hiccups. With the searching peers solving the case, including a detective, 13 because you don't count Leon himself, the 14th, Sayaka, the 15th. and the mastermind, the 16th who's in most of the game. He never got to hide or destroy as much evidence to attempt to get away with it. Yeah, also I believe it was a nighttime, so he didn't really think of it that well, but I am thinking about it. Like I'll give him the pass. I'll cut him some slack. But yeah, go give Plushroom Kingdom some love. Like I said, I might do some more reaction videos to for him if he's cool with it, since it's cool seeing some Danganronpa fans and some Danganronpa takes, especially let's this one, the worst character in every Danganronpa game. Oh boy, that's gonna be a video. All right, and I could already tell because of the thumbnail. All right, that's gonna be it. Oh, forgot the like.